When did this happen?
8 days ago.
Why didn't the hospital notify the police?
Admitting says he wasn't convinced a crime had been committed. I don't believe him. He also says he wanted her to heal first before asking any tough questions. That may be true.
She's been read her rights?
Twice.
She didn't ask for a lawyer.
She hasn't said anything. She won't talk.
Hi, Jenny. My name's Helen Campbell. I'm the district attorney. I know you're scared. Being brought in by the police, you must be terrified. But I'm not the police, okay? And I think I can help you. You're gonna have to trust me first.
I just want to leave.
And I will make sure you do. But first, I just want you to tell me what happened, okay? Now, Dr. Matthews said you tried to kill yourself. Is that true? Can you tell me why?
'Cause
I know this stuff is hard to talk about, so tell you what. I'll tell you what I do know, and you can fill in some of the blanks, all right? Your mom threw you out of the house. When did she throw you out, Jenny?
the day before.
The day before you tried to take your life.
Yes.
Did she throw you out because she was angry that you were pregnant?
Yes.
And you were 7 months. Why was she so upset, do you know?
She used to always say, don't go and get knocked up. It was a big thing with her. So when she found out, she kind of went berserk and stuff. Told me my life would be ruined, and I don't know.
What about your dad?
I don't have a dad. My mother doesn't even know who he is or was. I think that's... She got knocked up. I was probably the baby that ruined her life.
You being pregnant, this was sort of a huge disaster, huh? Were you upset when she threw you out of the house?
Yes.
Is that the reason you tried to kill yourself?
Probably. Are you really gonna help me?
You have my word. I saw that after you stabbed yourself. I see you then got yourself to a hospital. Did you then decide you really wanted to live?
Yeah. It was hurting so bad, I just wanted the pain to go away.
Did you really think you would kill yourself by stabbing yourself in the stomach, Jenny?
I don't know.
When I was 19, I got pregnant. I had an abortion. I was way too young for a baby. What are you, 15? Look, it's okay. You need to talk about it. You can't try to bear this alone. Trust me. I tried to keep everything inside, and it caused me more pain than anything else in my whole life. It's okay to talk about it, Jenny. When you stabbed yourself, you were only trying to kill the baby, weren't you? It's okay, Jenny. You're only 15 years old. For you to try to raise a child, your mom had thrown you out of the house. You were only trying to kill the baby, isn't that right? You thought if you could make the baby go away, things would be better. It's okay, sweetheart. I'm gonna help you. But first, I'm gonna send someone in to write down the things we talked about. Then I'm gonna help you get out. I promise. Get her statement.
32622, Commonwealth versus for Holbrook, murder in the first degree. Eleanor Frott for the defendant. Waive reading. We enter a plea of not guilty.
Helen Gamble for the Commonwealth. Your Honor, I'd like to conference. I think we can dispose of it today.
A first-degree murder case?
I'd like to conference.
Let's go.
Jenny, I'm Eleanor Frott, and I'm your attorney here. And right now, I'm going to go back there and I'm going to talk to the judge and the district attorney, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, it's very important that you don't talk to anybody about this. Nobody. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes.
She was thrown out of the house by her mother. She's never had a father. She's 15 years old. I just like to do this quietly before it becomes front page of the Metro section, which it would be.
What's your offer?
I'll give involuntary manslaughter 3 years. That way she's out when she's 18 instead of 21. She might have a shot at a life.
Well, I need to look at her file. I'll talk it over with her, but that sounds great.
Miss Gamble said she'd help me.
She is, Jenny, trust me. Involuntary manslaughter is a very good offer, considering this happened in your 3rd trimester. You could be out by the time you're 18. And even if we went to trial and won on diminished capacity, you're still looking at as much time.
So, I should plead guilty?
Well, first, I want you to undergo a psychiatric exam. Then I'd like to review your statement and the police report a little more, but... yes, it's an excellent deal, and I think we should jump at it. Has your mom come to see you yet?
I don't think she even knows. Could you tell her?
Sure. I'm gonna get Lucy Hatcher, my assistant, to come in and talk to you. We're gonna need to get you some new clothes for court. Okay? All right. I'm gonna be in touch. Miss Holbrook?
Yeah.
My name is Eleanor Frott. I'm an attorney.
What do you want?
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
She dead?
Who?
Jenny.
Oh, no. She's not dead. But her baby is, and she has been charged with its death. She's in custody now, and I'm representing her.
What's gonna happen to her?
Well, she may have to go to a juvenile detention center until she's 18. That's what we're hoping for.
3 years? Baby lasts a lot longer than that. She made out good.
Yeah. How'd it go?
All right. Did you tell her mother?
Yeah, you know what she said? 3 years, not so bad. A baby lasts longer than 3 years.
Eleanor, Helen told her she could leave.
What do you mean she told her she could leave?
If she told what happened, she could leave. That's what Helen said. She also told Jenny about her own abortion and how she needed to talk about it. I think she was tricked into that confession.
She told you she had an abortion?
Yes.
And what else?
Just how hard it was for her and how she made it worse by keeping it all inside. She said it would be better for me to tell her, and that if I did, she'd make sure I could leave jail.
What else?
She just kept saying how, she understood how I would want to make the baby go away. And how my life... I thought she'd help me. She never said I'd be convicted of murder. She never said that.
Eleanor, you didn't tell her?
I don't want to prepare.
32622, Commonwealth versus Jennifer Holbrook, murder in the 1st degree.
Your Honor, both parties offer joint recommendation as was discussed in conference. I'm sure Ms. Holbrook...
Actually, Your Honor, defense rescinds its agreement on the plea and instead brings a motion to suppress Ms. Holbrook's confession.
Eleanor.
On what grounds?
My client's statement was a result of coercion. It was also obtained in violation of her Fifth Amendment rights.
What are you talking about?
Miranda, my client didn't understand.
She was read her rights twice.
And then she was basically unread them, Helen.
What?
What's going on here?
Miss Gamble told my client that if she gave a statement, she would get to leave. Basically, Your Honor, where Miranda says anything you say may be used against you, Miss Gamble told her anything you say may be used to help you. Miss Holbrook is 15 years old, still throes of a pretty big emotional wallop, and she believed the promises that Miss Gamble made.
Oh, come on.
Have you ever had an abortion? She talked to my client about her very own abortion in order to get Jenny to admit that she killed her unborn child.
The only thing that matters for the purpose of a confession is, was the suspect read her rights and did she make the statement voluntarily? She was, she did.
And I contend she was confused in respect to her rights, deliberately confused, and that the statement was not voluntary.
All right. I'd like to see Miss Holbrook in chambers, please.
Excuse me?
Is there a problem with me asking a few questions, counsel?
Nice ambush, Ellen.
You know, don't talk to me about ambush, Helen. You used me.
I did no such thing.
You figured I'd be less inclined to doubt your motives, and I don't like...
My motive was to help that girl.
And what was it when you went into that room to interrogate her?
To get her statement. Having got a confession, I did have compassion for her. That is why I came to you.
I don't know how in good conscience you can trick a 15-year-old.
Your client is a murderer, Eleanor. You're angry. I understand. But don't appeal to me on conscience.
And since, you know, she was an attorney, I thought she would make it so I could leave.
But when you signed this statement...
She said that if I told them exactly what happened, it would be better for me by not keeping stuff inside. And I...
She told you she had an abortion?
Yes. And how terrible it was for her that she kept stuff buried inside. And you lied to me. I trusted you and you lied to me.
All right, Jenny. The detectives told you, did they not, that the things you said could be used against you in a court of law?
Yes. But then she came in, and she's an attorney, and she said they wouldn't be.
I think I'd like you to wait outside for a minute. Keep her here, please. Aren't we resourceful?
None of her civil rights were violated.
Did you have an abortion?
It certainly isn't relevant.
It is to me, did you?
No. Tricks are used in interrogations all the time.
This was a lie.
Lies, too. There's nothing unconstitutional about lying to a suspect so long as they understand their rights, which she did.
I disagree with that. She didn't understand her rights.
Oh, come on. Look, we can all try to get inside this girl's head, but that's not the way it goes. We have constitutional do's and don'ts. We didn't commit any of the don'ts. The statement is valid and admissible.
That's my decision. I'm going to think about it. We'll reconvene at 2 o'clock.
May I say something? You're all thinking about Jenny Holbrook. I wasn't called in to talk to Jenny Holbrook. I was brought down to question a murder suspect. A suspect who killed a baby, a suspect who wouldn't talk to the police. Now, the morality of how I tricked her has no relevance. This isn't a moral arena, it is a legal one. And everything I did was legal, and she has this backstory and a fragile personality and an abusive mother. It all seems just so awful now. Well, here's a flash. Killers don't like to talk. It's not easy getting these confessions. Tag a bunch of moral strings now on top of the constitutional ones, we will never get anybody.
Be seated.
Well, Miss Gamble, you're completely right. There is nothing illegal or unconstitutional about deceiving suspects into giving statements. It's done all the time. But still, I can't help but think that somehow we've lost our way. The whole point of our constitutional safeguards is to protect the suspects against police misconduct. Maybe you honored the letter of the law here, but the spirit of it took a beating. Defense counsel's argument that a Mirandized suspect was in effect de-Mirandized, it's a valid one. She's 15. By the time you got through with her, she believed she'd help herself by talking. It doesn't make sense that you could read somebody her rights so she'll understand, only then to deliberately confuse her and smile with a constitutional wink. It would seem that the players in our system should at least act in good faith. But as a judge, I'm bound by precedent, and trickery still survives any constitutional challenge. I suppose Ms. Gamble said it best. This is a legal arena, not a moral one. The statement is allowed. We'll conference next Tuesday at 9 o'clock to set a trial date. Adjourned.